It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at the Beggar's Pizza location at 127th Street and Kedzie Avenue in lovely, historic Blue Island. Have a great show for you guys tonight. We're talking baseball. Marian Catholic coach Tony DiCarlo will be our guest. Spartans are going to be one of the top teams in the area this season. They will definitely be making an appearance in our preseason top 10, coming off a 25-11 season a year ago. A lot of returning pieces from that team, so they're going to be very strong, particularly on the mound. This is Tony's third season as coach. He's a proud St. Lawrence grad as well, and he just keeps churning out 21 seasons. That's a good thing, man. That's the key. So we are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, beggarspizza.com. Sign up for the loyalty program. Get some cool swag, some discounts. Also, don't forget about that lunch buffet at participating Beggar's Pizza locations. This being one of them. Beef, chicken, pizza, pasta, salads, soups, desserts, all for under $10. You can't beat it. You'll have so much good food, you won't eat for another day. I promise you that. All right, folks, we get back from this Beggar's Pizza timeout. Marian Catholic baseball coach Tony DiCarlo will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, this is the Italian version of the Coach's Corner Show. We've got Marian Catholic baseball coach Tony DiCarlo. What's up, Tone?
Nothing.
You're back. You're back on the Coach's Corner. Yes. Love to have you on, my man.
Well,
okay?
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
All right. Coming off a 25-11 season, what has you most excited about this season?
I think just the commitment from the kids. We got a lot of talent and a lot of things going forward here, so we're looking forward to the season.
Now, you guys got a little trip to Arizona planned, I understand. Is that a done deal? That's happening in March?
We are. So our spring break a little bit earlier this year with the late Easter, so we're going the end of March to Arizona, something that I think is a great experience for the kids. Yep. In the last 2 years, we were able to go to Orlando, and this year going to Arizona is a good opportunity for them, and get to play in some nice warm weather down there. Yeah.
So what are the benefits of something like this? What do you think is the most impactful thing beyond playing for these kids to do this type of trip?
Well, in the end, we tell the kids it's a business trip. It's a business trip to go down there. We're down there to play baseball, but there's opportunities, obviously, in Arizona for some Major League Baseball and spring training. It's the last week there, so we'll see some games down there, and just an opportunity for kids to travel. I mean, I know it's a big commitment for the parents to go down there, and we appreciate that, and for them to go down there and understand what maybe it is like at the next level. You know, obviously traveling a lot is something they do in college baseball, and we want to give them that opportunity. And have different people from around the country see the talent that we have at Marian Catholic.
Yeah, and I think some kids will take it for granted. This might be their first and only time they're ever in Arizona. You never know, right? So that's a great thing, man. I'm glad you guys are able to do that. In terms of, you've got one of the top names in the game in this area, man, and pitcher Mark DeLuia, Maryland recruit, who can also swing the bat a little bit. I think he was your best hitter, one of your best hitters last year. So you see him a year older, year wiser. What are the expectations for this kid?
A lot. Mark is obviously, as you mentioned, a very, very special individual, a 4-year varsity player for us, and you don't hear that too often, especially with a good program like Marian Catholic, and he's very, very deserving of that 4 years. But one of the biggest things we expect from him is just be a leader and be that player that he is, to go out there, whether you mentioned at the plate or on the mound or in the field. And we definitely ask a lot of him, but that's nothing he's not capable of doing. And he's got everything. So he's going to be a very, very big part of our team, and just looking forward to what he can produce on the field. Yeah,
you think that jump from junior to senior year, usually it's pretty significant. So he's already around 90, and he's got a good breaking ball, and so you never know what this kid's going to come out firing in 2017. Though I will say last year, that game against HF, that home run, one of the greatest games I've ever covered at the high school level. A kid from that area, from the Homewood Floss area, hits a home run to beat HF.
Can't write it any better.
I couldn't write that any better. You're exactly right. That was pretty spectacular. And your pitching staff in general, you have some depth. I know Sean Taylor's another kid, but talk about some of the other arms you're expecting to step up this season.
Sure. We got a lot of seniors who have really, really had a great impact on our team on the mound. Obviously, Mark and Sean, and Nick Bledsoe is going to throw a little bit for us, and we have some juniors that are going to contribute, and obviously with the new rule here, we're going to have to obviously use as many arms as we can.
Yep.
And they're going to have big impacts, whether it's late in the game or even just a couple innings here or there to relieve some of our starters. So sophomores and Michael Bolin and Chandler Kerr are some guys that are going to be very, very helpful for us as well, and get some good experience for them. So a lot of great things on the mound for us this year, and we're going to look forward, and that's going to be our backbone is our pitching.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to, just that you got that kid, man. I mean, it's always nice to have a kid that could throw a shutout every time he goes out to the mound. I mean, that's
for sure.
That's a nice thing to have, especially in that conference, man, because the East Suburban Catholic looks like it's going to be pretty loaded again, huh?
It's, and again, I know the talent that we do have in all the different conferences within our state, and I think I've told you this before, but I truly believe we play in one of the best conferences, if not the best conference in the state. There's no easy game for us, week in, week out, whether it's Saturday through, all the way throughout the weekday games too. It's a grind every single game in that conference.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And then you have another kid, one of your top hitters and defensive players coming back, Christian Beal, senior center fielder. I think he hit lead off for you guys last year, right? What's his college situation? I know he's a very bright kid, great in the classroom, a little undersized, of course, but he could run. He's pretty much a total package.
He really is, and I think we saw that last year for him, and it was a really big breakout year for him, and I couldn't be happier for Christian because of all the hard work that he's put in. Definitely a kid who's very vocal in regards to his leadership abilities, and obviously, shows forth on the field with his defensive skills, on the base pass, and even hitting. So he's got a lot of people reaching out to him. I know Christian, like you mentioned, is very, very intelligent, and I think his hopes are to go to an Ivy League school, and I really, really hope he does that. But got a lot of other schools that are really interested in, like I said, academics are a big, big thing for him. So I think he's putting that first in regards to his situation. But he's going to go make a college coach very happy wherever he plays.
Yep. Have you, with this much talent coming back, how often do you find yourself meddling with the lineup? Like, okay, I'm going to hit Christian first, Mark third. Maybe I'll tinker a little bit here. Or you pretty much got a good indication of where you're going with this thing, man?
Every night I think about it. I think about it all the time. You're right. I guess I'm blessed to have all the talent. And again, you never want to ruin something that's been successful. But I think about it all the time if I should move somebody here or there or move them around a little bit. But it's a tough decision to make on a daily basis. So hopefully I don't have to decide on that. We're doing successful with one lineup all the way through.
What's been the key to getting all this talent? You talk about the talent you have. This is your third year. I know you got a great sophomore class. What's been the key to attracting this talent and getting the numbers up in the program?
Sure. I think it's a commitment level. I talked to the kids when I first received the job a few years ago that I need each one of the kids to be committed to the program. Aside from the other sports they play in their academics, we wanted to make sure that they are committed to the program and buying in what we are kind of providing for them. And that's been the biggest thing. And all the way through bringing kids into the building, it's been a great opportunity for us, and everybody has bought in, and the success has paid off for us. And again, I think that's turning over year to year to year, and obviously building the program and building the numbers up as we wanted to in the past 3 years.
Yeah, you've got it in, this program's in position to achieve some real nice success, man. You're competing in 3A this year too, so in 3A, there's nothing to sneeze about in 3A, folks. I know kids look at it all, 4A, 3A. Let me tell you, 3A is top notch. There's some really, really good competition. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, Lisa Thomas Salon, 3 locations: Mokina, Orland, Tinley. High school kids, girls, $27 haircuts. Boys, $17 haircuts. You show your high school ID. We come back more with Marian Catholic baseball coach Tony DiCarlo. Stay tuned.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our guest, Marian Catholic baseball coach Tony DiCarlo. All right, Tone, we talked about the lineup a little bit, obviously, with Beelan, Duluia. That's a key. But Nick Bledsoe, Wild Woods committed somewhere, didn't he?
He did, Eastern Illinois.
He's going to Eastern. Yep. And you got Dan Gutierrez, who's been on the varsity 3 years, right?
Correct.
So, infielder. What is this offense capable of if everybody meets their potential?
A lot. And as you mentioned, we've had a lot of those kids have been 3-year starters for us, basically everybody you did mention.
Yeah.
So really heavy senior class, and we're expecting a lot out of those kids. And I think the biggest thing we need out of them is we know their talent. We know their talent, and their talent will come through, but their leadership ability. Yep. As you mentioned, we got a good junior class and a very strong sophomore class, so we're going to need those seniors who have been on the varsity for 3 years to really step up and be leaders, and again, their ability will play out.
Yep. All right, you talk about this sophomore class. I know you brought a couple of those kids up, Angelo Cantello and Pierce Jones, and you talked about Mike Bolin. He'll be up as well. What contributions are you expecting from that group and those 3 kids in particular?
Just to be themselves, I think, not to overdo anything. Again, they're filling big shoes, obviously, as sophomores playing on the varsity, which a lot of programs do have now, and the best talent will play out. But I want them to be themselves and just play their game, because I know their talent level and I know how good they can be, and learn and be coachable. That's the biggest thing, whether it's from our coaching staff or from the older guys, as I said with that leadership.
Yep. Just and be a good teammate.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
Be a good teammate. That's crucial, and it's tough, man. I mean, not only with the younger guys, sophomores, freshmen, but juniors, seniors. You know, all these places have different rankings. They see they're ranked by position, and it feeds into these kids' heads. And you think you're better than that kid. It's, being a high school baseball coach, you talk about having to soothe some egos and kind of put some things in perspective. I mean, do you talk to the kids about that whole situation?
Oh, sure. We talk to them not on a daily basis, but we let them know. And again, the best player is going to be out there and play. So if you're not performing to the ability that we think is the best out there, somebody's going to take your spot, and that's just the way it is. And again, I think our kids are understanding of that and willing to work hard to make sure they are the best. And the guys that are going to do that are going to be out there. Yeah,
it doesn't matter where you're ranked in whatever publication or online service. It's like, hey, man, you produce, you play.
Correct.
That's the old school way about it. It's still what baseball's all about, right? That's how it should be. So what are the goals for this team? I mean, you guys, what was it, 2012? or 2011? 2012 won the Class 3A
Yep.
state championship. So what are the goals for this team?
I think the ultimate goal, as you just kind of noted too, is to win a state championship. Obviously, there's only a couple teams that get the honor of being a state champion, and first and foremost, I think we talk about the number of wins, and 27, 28, 29, 30 wins will probably put you at the beginning of June playing with the final two teams, and that's a goal to win somewhere in the high end of the 20s to win ball games and compete in that East Suburban Catholic League, as we talked a little bit about earlier. If we could be at the top end of the East Suburban and obviously win the East Suburban, we feel confident with our season. But at the end, I think everybody's goal is to win a state championship. So to get to those 27, 28, 29, 30 wins, I think it'll put us in a position to win a state championship.
Yep. When you look at the program from top to bottom now, beyond the numbers, what do you kind of see right now, Tone?
Full. I think we're full, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
All the way from our seniors right now to incoming freshmen, we are very, very pleased with the number of kids we have in our program and the type of kids we have in our program. So we're really excited for the future, but don't want to look too far ahead because of the talent that we do have right now. So we're really excited about this season and playing in the moment that we are in right now, and seeing what we can produce. But again, obviously, there's always room to grow.
Yep. Now, you alluded to the pitch count situation, new rule that's taken place this season. Fortunately, I think depth is going to be a key, and I think high school coaches are going to have to develop those bullpens a little bit, man. What are your thoughts on this pitch count rule?
I don't think it really bothers us too much. I think it's I don't know if it's a good thing, but obviously we're always very, very concerned about the number of pitches that each one of our kids throw. So don't necessarily know that it's going to bother us at all, but we got to develop those younger kids and make sure we have enough arms, and maybe keep a couple extra pitchers on our staff to make sure that people are available and ready to go. But again, we were always a team that, we got a great pitching coach, and George Shimko does a great job developing our kids, whether you're like Mark DeLuey or you're a kid who's a junior that's just making the team. So everybody's going to need to contribute their part this year with the new pitch count rule, and we'll make sure that it's not affected to us.
Yeah. Are you guys, now, East Suburban Catholic, you guys play Monday, Wednesday, doubleheader Saturday?
So we changed it this year. So we do a doubleheader Saturday, and we're going Monday, Tuesday. So
Okay.
we'll go back to back. So it's going to be a little bit different. Some jumbling around some of the pitches
Wow.
a little bit. Yeah. So we'll have 4 games in 4 days.
So that pretty much lines things up,
Oh yeah.
right? I mean,
absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
your Saturday guy is probably going to be your Saturday guy, game one guy, and you know what I mean? It's
Sure.
kind of takes a little bit of the guessing out of it. I mean, here it is. This is what we got, man,
Right.
right? So
That's it.
what was the decision based on? Why did you guys decide to go Monday, Tuesday, Saturday? Do you know what the...
Saturdays were always a staple. We
Right.
always did that, obviously, because with the
Travel,
distance to
man,
travel,
yeah.
Carmel and Line or Notre Dame and Niles, yeah. So the travel obviously was for the Saturday reason
but
in the
moving
doubleheaders.
that Wednesday to Tuesday was...
Because the rain situation in regards to the lovely weather that we get here in the Midwest in March and April, the coaches wanted to make sure that people weren't taking advantage of bumping games back and using their pitching to their advantage.
go,
So they
man.
wanted to make sure we were back to back, and then we could go Wednesday on a rain date if need be.
That was a smart move.
Yep.
I think that was a good way to put it. So whoever thought about that, kudos to them, Tone. I
Sure.
mean, that was pretty good. That's a pretty good thought process, man. And anything else in regards to the field? You got anything rolling? Any changes going on?
Yeah, we're
into the-
updating it a little bit. We just put in some fencing around our dugout to widen our dugouts a little bit. Put in a warning track around the entire field. Saw the beautiful Eisenhower field
You
there.
saw that,
Yeah, so
you
it looks
guys
very
kinda
nice.
taking a little,
a little bit.
Okay, that's all right.
And then we were putting a wooden fence up as well, new home run fence around the outfield as well.
Oh,
So
nice.
that'll be going up soon here in the spring before our season gets going, and try to make the field a little bit better.
Nice. And you will have those Beggars Pizza logos on
Yeah,
there?
so the
There's
Beggars
gonna be
will-
some Beggars
The
logos
Beggars
on
will
there?
be there. Absolutely. That's for sure.
That was a nice added touch on the windscreens last year,
Exactly.
man. So that's
That's
exciting. That's another notch up for you guys, man, to
Right.
do that. So.
Right, we're trying to obviously make it a top-end field like
Yep.
everybody else does around here.
All right, and lastly, when is that HF Marian game? Do you know it offhand or
I
no?
don't have it on. I mean, I don't have it exactly. And it's a Friday. It's a Friday game as always. We were playing at HF.
At
this year.
HF this year.
At HF.
Usually the first week in May. Usually, right?
Right. I
around
think
there?
it's the 7th or so, if I'm not
Okay.
mistaken. So.
I'll double check that for you.
Right.
All right, my man. Thank you very much for coming
Thanks
on
for having
board.
me, as
Tone.
always.
Good luck
Appreciate
this
it.
season. Looking forward to the baseball season, my man.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to an athletics timeout. We return. Lots of good stuff. Stay tuned.
having surgery, or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
For more than 25 years, Midwest Orthopedic Consultants has been dedicated to providing comprehensive orthopedic excellence. The physicians at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, with convenient locations in Orland Park and Oak Lawn, have received specialized training in subspecialty areas, allowing them to treat even the most complicated orthopedic conditions. X-rays and MRIs are available at both facilities, allowing patients to get everything completed in one location the same day. Ortho Urgent Care is provided Monday through Thursday between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. till noon at their Oak Lawn location. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Marian Catholic Baseball coach Tony DiCarlo for being our guest. All right, results segment sponsored by Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy. Our good buddy Tom Mulvey, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. All right, game I was at Friday. Bloom 81, Crete Moniz 68. For Crete Moniz, Dwayne Rose, nephew of Derek Rose, had 20 points. He's also a Toledo recruit. Marquise Kennedy at 16 points. He's a sophomore. He's a very promising prospect. For Bloom, Jalen Lee, 18 points. Austin Ritchie, 18 points. Kenny Williams, 12 points. And Tremaine McCray, 11 points for the Blazing Trojans. Marist, 56. Marian Catholic, 53. Gene Nolan comes on the show, wins a big East Suburban Catholic Conference showdown. For Marian, Chase Adams, 16 points. Victor Akinyemi had 12 points. For Marist, Justin Brown. How about this game? 17 points, 15 boards. Malik Onieli, 15 points. Morgan Taylor, 12 points. For the Red Hawks, who was as of this taping on Monday, they're undefeated, folks. 19-0. HF dropped a close one to Bolingbrook, 78-73 for HF. Jeffrey Boyd, monster game, 31 points. Jarrett Tribble, 18 points, but he suffered an injury. He may be out a little while, and that will not be good for the Vikings, who do welcome back Tyler DeMartra, who's out all season, suffered a football-related injury. He's coming back 2 months ahead of time, and he's a great kid, so he's going to add another dimension, 6'3" kid who's going to play football at South Dakota State, but he's a heck of a hoopster, too. For Bolingbrook, Tyler Cochran, 26 points. Malik Binns, 17 points, 7 rebounds, and the Brook is undefeated as well. All right, the Labriola Bakery Cafe Golden Baguette Player of the Week. Let's hook up Lincoln Way West basketball player Marco Pettinato. Scored 23 points, pulled down 17 boards to lead the Warriors to a 65-59 win over Andrew. We'll hook up Marco with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Streeterville. I don't know what my cameraman, Gerard Grabowski, is smiling about. It helps to be Italian. And I know that Marco will enjoy this. You know, being an Italian, he is going to benefit from the pastas and the soups and all that good stuff at Labriola Bakery Cafe. All right, the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. Look up Shepherd Girls Basketball's Cassidy McCarthy. Nice Irish girl. She scored 21 points to lead the Astros to a 40-23 win over Bremen. For Cassidy's efforts, we're going to hook her up with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon, a little gift card, some swag, all kinds of good stuff. 3 locations, Mokina, Orland Park, and Tinley Park at Lisa Thomas Salon. Remember, kids, $27 haircuts for girls, $17 haircuts for boys. Just show your high school ID at Lisa Thomas Salon. You can go online. They've got some goodies online for you as well. All right, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. When we return, a little high, a little tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
It's time, your time. Look renewed. Feel rejuvenated. Visit Lisa Thomas Salon. Whether it's a new hairstyle, expertly applied makeup, skin treatments, or nail services, our professional stylists are up to date on all the latest techniques and styles to help you achieve the look you've always wanted. Find the you deserve. Your transformation begins at Lisa Thomas.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has a trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, folks, High and Tight time, sponsored by our good friends at Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park. All right, High and Tight. If you're watching any of the football playoff game between Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks on Saturday, you had to notice some local flavor on both teams. Atlanta, of course, Tevin Coleman, Oak Forest grad, caught a touchdown pass. I mean, he's a tremendous player, one of the best football players I've covered in my 27-year history. And then on Seattle, you had Brandon Williams, Eisenhower's own Brandon Williams, backup tight end, special teams guy for the Seattle Seahawks. But how cool is that? I mean, you got two guys in the playoffs, local kids competing like that, and that says a lot about this area and the type of football players we develop. All right, folks, hope you enjoyed the show. Have a great, great week. See ya.